fast forward 20-30 years from now, kung todo bigay ka sa relatives mo, walang natitira sa'yo, then 20-30 years from now, you'd be one of those relatives. Di ba? And you don't want that. Trained incapacity. And that's my own term, no? Trained incapacity. I think tough love na yan. I think that's tough love already. Di ba sabi nga, teach a man how to fish. Di ba? So, pwedeng for the relatives, no? Mas madali ang relatives eh. Kasi pag mga mother, father, medyo mas special consideration. Pero kapag mga pinsan, mga other kamag-anak, you can just say them now, ito, I'm giving you something, but that's it. You can tell them that. Or I can support you until this month lang. But after that, I'm sorry. You can always say naman I think sorry is a very powerful word. I'm sorry, hanggang dito lang kasi I'm also have other goals. I also have other things to prepare for. And dagdag ko lang pala, marami kasing tao, maraming financial goals, 'di ba? May checklist 'yan. So, from goal 1 to goal 2, business capital, punta ng ganitong country, etc., etc. Now, if you do budgeting, yung matitirang pera per month or per year kasi may mga pumapasok na pera na quarterly like bonuses, no? Yung natitirang pera per month, that is your resource to fund your different financial goals. So for example, may natirang for 1 month may natirang 20,000. Yung 20 natin, yun yung hahatiin natin for the different financial goals. And sinasabi ko nga, kapag ka mag-goal setting ka, para yung Miss Universe. Okay, para yung Miss Universe, irarank mo yan. If you have 10 goals, you rank it from 1 to 10. Okay? Walang tie. Okay? You force rank them. Now, how do you do funding? Kunwari, may natira kang 20,000 pesos. So for example, sa goal 1, kailangan mo ng 3,000 pesos. O you allocate 3,000 sa goal 1. O may natira pang 17,000, di ba? O yung goal 2, kailangan ng 5,000. O get the 5,000, lagay sa goal 2. So para siyang waterfall, no? Para siyang waterfall na you fund according to your priorities. Pag nagkulang yung funding, kunwari napanda mo lang mga hanggang goal 6, then go back to your budget. No, go back to your budget. Ano yung pwede mong bawasan para ma-fund mo yung ibang goals. Kung hindi talaga kaya, then perhaps later na lang yung goal or you can look for other incomes to fund yung mga hindi pa napopondohan na goals.
Right. Yung ganda nung pagka bullet mo ng mga things to do. Very practical. Thank you for sharing that. Yung naisip ko na question kasi, sige, Renzi, thank you for the tips, no? Yung mag-set ng budget pero hindi dapat ma-compromise yung sa family.
Yes.
Kasi at the end of the day, if you have a spouse na and kids, yun yung priority more than the more than the kapatid or the nanay and tatay. Pero siguro ito yung tanong ko, what is a parang practical way na siguro respectful way to say no? Let's say, nakabigay ka na tas humihingi pa ulit. How do you maneuver that? Yan.
Okay. Pag sa mga ganyan, you can always say na sorry po talaga kasi medyo hard up din kami. We also have bills to pay for the kids. So I think that's it for now. Or kapag ganun naman, no, you can also talk to your other siblings kasi minsan may tendency yung Pinoy na medyo for the lack of a better term, nagpapakamartir, no, na parang lahat inaako, di ba? So you can also talk to your other siblings, no, na si mama, si papa lumalapit, and then you can talk to them na baka pwedeng sa inyo muna or pwedeng paghatian nyo muna. Kaya sinasabi ko rin na kapag mga ganitong bagay, dapat may family council, no? Or you talk to your siblings. Hindi naman natin sinasabi na, for example, dapat equal yung paghahati kasi minsan, a lot of times may mga kapatid talaga na sabihin na natin mas blessed in life, di ba? May ganon. So it could be equitable. It could be equitable as well na ano kaya, but the important thing is that I think dapat lahat mag-share kasi 'di ba you just came from the same from the same womb, 'di ba? And the same parent. Maski 100 lang ang kaya. Okay na 'yan. I mean, I'd take that 100 kasi for me, that 100 for example, 100 pesos a month, that's magkano na yun? 1,200 pesos per year. Nako, that's more than enough for me to get a pre-need memorial plan kung tutuusin, 'di ba? So, yung mga ganung bagay pag-usapan. But yes, you can politely say no and you can also say na pwede pong next month na lang, or you can also say na moving forward, I can just commit, no? Pwedeng sagot ko na lang po yung electricity bill, or sagot ko na lang po yung X amount of grocery as well. So, yun yung mga po pwede na ano na you can always you can be vulnerable to your parent and say na sorry po, is just yun lang po talaga ang kaya, and the kids needs as well. Meron din pong ganun. So yes, just be vulnerable, and I'm sure maiintindihan naman din nila yun.
What I want to say is, kasi nga, paano yung fine line na wala siyang kapatid, tapos siya lang yung nagtatrabaho, tapos let's say OFW siya, and dumating na sa point na yung relatives, yung family, instead na magtrabaho, umasa na lang sa'yo, sa breadwinner. Paano yun? Siyempre, you want naman na matulungan sila, pamilya mo, pero hindi mo rin sila natutulungan kasi nagiging tamad, nagiging dependent. So, how do you navigate that complication?
Yeah, ang tawag ko dyan is trained incapacity. And that's my own term, no, trained incapacity. I think tough love na yan. You know, I think that's tough love already. 'Di ba sabi nga, teach teach a man how to fish, 'di ba? So pwedeng for the relatives, no? Mas madali ang relatives eh. Kasi pag mga mother, father, medyo mas special consideration. Pero kapag mga pinsan, you know, mga other kamag-anak, you can just say them now, ito, I'm giving you something, but that's it. You can tell them that. Or I can support you until this month lang. But after that, I'm sorry. You can always say naman I think sorry is a very powerful word. I'm sorry, hanggang dito lang kasi, you know, I'm also have other goals. I also have other things to prepare for. Ganyan. Kasi, sabi mo, kasi mahirap naman na, I mean, siguro for the people na tumutulong, isipin nyo rin na you cannot give if you don't have. Diba? Kung ikaw is empty, you cannot give. So, kumbaga, dapat isipin mo rin yung sarili mo. So, like, fast forward 20, 30 years from now, kung todo bigay ka sa relatives mo, walang natitira sa'yo, then 20, 30 years from now, you'd be one of those relatives. Diba? And you don't want that. Right? Because if you want to still give 20, 30 years from now, and if you still want to help people, then dapat puno ka din. Diba? Sabi nga, you cannot give from an empty cup. So kumbaga, ibig sabihin yan, huwag kang todo pasa at todo bigay. Kasi kung gusto mong continue na magbigay, mag-aalat ka rin sa sarili mo to sustainably give to them. So, just give some boundaries. Like for example, sa kamag-anak, sorry po, ito lang po talaga. You know, kasi meron din po tayong ibang pinaghahandaan, no? Or if ever sa mga parents o mapa, ito po yung pwedeng kapital, kayo na pong bahala diyan. Pero after that po is hindi ko po mapapromise na mabibigyan ko po kayo ng suporta, or apart from that one, you talk to them. Kasi, ito, true story ha, I had a case, parang naubos yung mag-asawa. No? All of their savings naubos for the hospitalization of a parent. Cancer, chemo. Kaya lang, I found out na yung parents pala may lupa. Malaking lupa sa tapat ng SM. So just imagine, no, na yung market value ng land na yun. And I was like, bakit hindi binenta? I mean, for me kasi, kung meron pa naman palang ganung land, yung parents, and they should have sold it, bought a hospital stocks or an HMO, and then, you know, yun yung gamitin for the parents. Sabi kasi, nasasayangan pag binenta yung lupa. I mean, these things, no, we have to be practical, and you really have to talk to your parent on the practical side of things. Kasi again, you cannot just be bigay lahat, but just set a budget, then that's it, no? And I think yung pagse-set ng budget na yon, it all begins on your financial goals. And this is where I think us financial planners come in, kasi we help people identify the goals. We help people compute kung magkano na ang kailangang i-invest per year or per month. So kumbaga, eto na yung ibabawas mo per month or per year for all of your stated goals. And then from there, yun yung boundaries mo eh. 'Di ba? Once na naano mo yung natira, then you can give to your relatives. So I think the boundaries would be good. And kumbaga, sabi ko nga is your the needs of the financial needs of others and where your financial needs begin. 'Di ba? Parang ganon.
Agree. Agree. Napaka-importante nung sinabi mo na have boundaries so that when the time comes, when you grow older, hindi kayong hihingi pero ikaw yung magbibigay continuously. Kasi
that's
yung problem sa culture natin, we need to break the chain eh. Kaya for people who are watching na mga breadwinners, mga Pinoy na naipit sa sandwich generation, always remember that you can break the chain, na may grace si Lord doon, and also equip yourself with skills so that you can leverage your money.